guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, like the title says, it's the whole hashtag VISABAE Pretendo, the whole situation about her video she made two days ago. So today's what? Today, 2 nights ago, she released a video on YouTube and a mini snippet on her Instagram page, and I follow her. I have followed her for a while. I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel. But this isn't a video in defense to her because I don't even know her personally, but in general I've just followed her on all her platforms. So when she released this video, I went onto YouTube. So that was 2 nights ago. So today is Thursday, and yesterday, Wednesday, Twitter was going mad. YouTube, everyone was just talking about the whole situation. So she released this video Tuesday night. Yeah, yesterday was Wednesday, the video went crazy, and then today is Thursday. And I didn't plan to do this, was obviously not part of my plan to do a video, but after looking on Twitter, social media, and just seeing everything people were saying about the whole situation, I was like, I'm gonna give my take. If you have me on Snap, you would see I made a little snap about where I said a lot of people are dragging her when, first of all, did you donate? A lot of the people who are talking are people who didn't even donate to this cause. You didn't donate to her GoFundMe page, so why are you here rambling? Did your dad donate? Did you ask your dad for money and he didn't give and he gave Pretendo? Like, I don't understand. This, I'm not saying, and like some people tell me, oh Kiki, why are you defending her? Why are you defending her? It's not about defending, it's just looking at certain things. Obviously, like there's certain places she's probably gone wrong. She could have done things differently, but the point is, she's got a month left. She needs this help. Do you know how much it takes, how much courage it takes to go online and put your dirty laundry out there, to go online and tell people you're in debt, you're broke, you got a month left to get money, or you get deported from the country? As an influencer, as a normal person already, think about when you're in your circle, your friendship circle, and let's say you all go out to eat and you know your bank account is crying right now, you can't afford food. Obviously, people are going to say, oh, if you have good friends, you won't feel a type of way, but you all know when you're around certain people how you can feel intimidated if people are to know, oh, she's broke, she has no money, she can't afford to go out with friends. Imagine, it's like when you're young and your friends, I don't know, get pocket money, and let's say you get less pocket money and everyone's like, oh, let's go cinemas, and you can't afford to go cinemas, and all your friends are looking like, oh, she's broke, oh, she doesn't have any money, she can't go to cinema. Imagine how that will make you feel as a child. Now, imagine her, she's an adult. She has a huge platform, she has a huge following, and she's coming out there to say, oh, she's broke, she needs help. Do you know how much pride it takes to do that? Honestly, I know for one, I don't know how, if I'll be able to bring myself to do that. Like, that's telling the world, you're making yourself so vulnerable with a large platform and a large following. Sorry if there's lipstick on my teeth, I don't know. It takes a lot, and people are bashing her that, oh, she made a GoFundMe page. Do you think the people that paid, like donated to her, haven't watched her video, haven't seen her platform, but they still felt the need to help this girl? That's why I don't understand people saying, oh, you clickbait people. What do you mean she clickbait? She literally has 1 month left. The title of her video was 1 month to go, or 1 month, or something, 1 month. There was no clickbait, it's direct. She literally has a month to get this money and apply for her visa, or she's going to be sent back to Zimbabwe. So there are certain things people are saying that it's not logical to me, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I'm seeing people, I've watched a couple of YouTubers, and seeing people say, oh, she's a deception, she's been lying about her lifestyle. Well, the moral of this story, obviously, it's told all of us that all that glitters isn't gold. Just because you see people wearing certain items, having certain things, doesn't mean that their life is all beautiful and rosy. And I feel like by now we should all know that about social media. And people will say, oh, she has designer this, she has designer that, or she gets sent stuff, blah blah blah. Like, if you listen to her video and you watched her interview on Channel 5, she did say some of the items you see her with aren't hers, they are borrowed. And I know, okay, I do understand when people say that gives a false image, because like, people are talking about how she has pictures with like Louis Vuitton bags and all of that, and obviously if I'm seeing that, I'm thinking she owns it. And I can understand her point. As a person with a social platform, as an influencer, you can understand, like, she's basically a fashion blogger, so she needs to have a certain type of look on her feed to really get business, if that makes any sense. She needs to have a certain type of feed. So when people are saying, oh, if you're living a false life, I'm not encouraging living a false life, not at all. Don't try and live beyond your means. That's what my mum has always taught me, that's what my parents have taught me, and I try to stick to that. However, she needs to have a certain type of image. Her pictures need to look a certain type of way as a fashion blogger. And I feel like this is influenced also by social pressure. This whole thing has just showed how much people are influenced by social media, how much pressure these influencers feel like, oh, they have to look a certain type of way. This blogger's doing this, so they have to do that. And I understand from that part when people saying, oh, she was living a false life, why are you borrowing things, blah, blah, blah. And I can understand from that point. I'm not, now my mom's always told me, my parents always told me, don't try and live a false life. So I can understand why people are upset about the fact that she's basically lived a lie. I won't go and borrow my friend's stuff to stunt with just because it looks good on social media. So from that place, I'm not gonna say, oh, that was right. But however, the other things people say, oh, how can people be so petty to say stupid things like, oh, on her Channel 5 interview or whatever, like she was wearing Peruvian straight silky bundles, her bundles were looking new, she had her makeup done. How do you guys want this girl to go and look? I'm sorry, she should go with matted weave. She should go with eye bags, no makeup, so you lot would then say, oh, she's acting, she played it out right. Like, that's not how you lot came for Nikita Johnson when she done her video with Terrell. Everyone was dragging her that, oh, she thinks she's good at acting, she was crying, she came with no makeup, she came looking sad. You can't, honestly, you can't make people happy. If she went on Channel 5 looking like that, you lot would say, oh, she tried to overdo it, she tried to make herself look homeless. Because my situation is bad at home doesn't mean I have to go out in the public and look for everyone to know. I don't know how it's said in Yoruba, I'm Nigerian, but there's basically this phrase where it's like, don't go outside, let everyone see your dirty laundry. Cover yourself. Like, just because my life is bad, I should then go out looking homeless. If I can still put myself together, even if I'm eating only one meal a day in my house, when I'm leaving my house, I will leave with pride and still look comfortable. I'm not going to go out there and look like I'm suffering for everybody to come and say, ah, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, people who come and say, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Aren't just being nosy and they don't care. Cover your shame. Don't go and take your dirty laundry out there. So when people are saying, oh, fam, you guys are forgetting this girl's an influencer. The bundle she's wearing, you lot are moving like she bought the bundles with her own money. Like she said, she gets sent clothes, she gets sent bundles, she gets sent stuff to review as an influencer. So when you're saying, oh, she's wearing this, she's wearing that, the leather skirt you're seeing her wear, who told you she bought it out of her own pocket? She's been given by companies. Like, there's certain things people are saying that's not making any sense to me. On the interview, her hair was looking neat. You lot are saying she went with full face of makeup. You're moving like she had eyeshadow, highlight, popping, lipstick. She went to looking presentable. How do you, like, honestly, when people are bringing up how she's looking in interviews, doesn't look like someone's suffering, allow that bullshit, that's rubbish. A lot of people are saying, oh, she had 6 years, blah, blah, blah. I think she's about 21, 22. At 16, you think, if I know, like, I don't have permanent stay visa, I'm thinking about a visa at 16. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be thinking about that. I don't think my parents will deal with that. That's me. And I'm being honest, because I'm 21 now, and I still call my mum all the time. I bell her all the time for saying, like, oh, mum, can you help me sort this out? How do I go about this, this, and that? I'm 21, but I don't have all the answers. At 16, if that was my situation, I'll assume my parents will deal with that. Obviously, I'm not in that situation. I've been lucky where I'm a British citizen. I was born here. My parents are citizens as well. But if I was in that situation, I'm not going to be thinking, oh, is my visa done, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to think it's my parents' responsibility. And yes, people are saying, oh, where are her parents? Why didn't they sort it out? Blah, blah. You don't know what people's certain situations, like, you don't know what people's backgrounds are, what people's situations are at home. You don't know how things are at home. That's why I always tell people, like, if you want to chat shit about me, that's calm, but never think you're going to open your mouth and talk shit about my family, because you don't know where I'm coming from, you don't know my background, you don't know what my parents are going through, you don't know if my parents are in my life or not. So when it comes to the situation where I know people, it's fair enough that people are questioning where are her parents in this whole situation, but I'm not going to talk about no one's family, background or upbringing, because you don't know where people are coming from. Everyone's coming from different walks of life, and I thought it's disrespectful for people to be commenting on her parents, saying, oh, her parents didn't do well by her, oh, blah blah blah, her parents were irresponsible. It's no one's position to talk about her background, and I feel that's very rude. On her Insta story, she did comment how she's not happy how people are going for her boyfriend, Taff. Now, her boyfriend is a videographer, I think. He does like music videos and like shootings and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, where's her boyfriend? Blah, blah, blah. Why is he not supporting her? And other people, I saw a video today where some girl opened her mouth to say, oh, how does she have a boyfriend and is letting this happen? You think I would want to be with someone who doesn't have their shit together? How does she have a boyfriend? She hasn't got her shit together. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Her boyfriend is young, and a few weeks ago, she did post on her on her Instagram, she was really upset how someone has stolen her boyfriend. I feel like he's got a company with someone else, Box Motion or something like that. Anyways, I think they were on a set. Someone took like thousands worth of their camera stuff and drones and all of that, and like she's really upset because her boyfriend is self-employed. So imagine just a few weeks back he's had that major setback where he's lost thousands worth of camera equipment, and you're asking him why is he not supporting his girlfriend. This guy is young as well, and he's self-employed. When you're self-employed, you take the risk that some months you don't know if you're going to have any bread on your table, in a sense of you don't know how much you're making. Some months you could only make £50, some months you can make thousands. So you lot are coming for him like he's a grown man, like he's set up for life and he's not helping her. You think as a boyfriend he probably hasn't tried to help her, and you lot are coming for him. First of all, yes he's her boyfriend, I expect, like, as a mature couple, he's gonna support her. Definitely, she's not gonna talk about every single thing, but he's obviously showed some support in some form of way. And he's had his own setback. I don't know if he's got his camera equipment back, but if he hasn't, that's already thousands of pounds that he now has to fork out for himself again to run his business. And now this happened to his girlfriend. So he's got his own personal issues. Like, you lot are moving like, raw, just because you have a man, boom, your man's meant to take care of all your responsibilities. He's a young person himself and he has his own life to live. And when you lot are saying, oh, how can you be with someone who doesn't have their shit together? You lot don't know the situations that built up to where she's at now. Like, you lot all talk, people say, oh, if you save £1 a day for 6 years, blah, blah. Shut your mouth. Some of you are talking, saying, oh, she's this, oh, she's that. Look at your own life. So you're any better? Do you have any money in your savings? Like, honestly, this whole situation, I'm not even defending her, but I'm just seeing, like, points with how life is tough for some people out there. You lot don't know if maybe she did have savings and maybe her family went through certain things and she had to probably help her family, blah, blah, blah. She's not going to go into all the nitty-gritties. So I feel like people need to back off a bit, the way they're like coming for her, saying she probably has saved. She did not plan to be in this situation, to have to bring herself. Do you know what it means as a public figure to bring yourself down, to stoop yourself low, to ask people for help? I know personally I don't have it in me to do that. I honestly can't. Like, my pride will not allow me. It's so hard, and yet she did it and you lot are coming for her. See, some of you need to take the wood out of your eye before you're trying to come to her about the little speck of dust in hers. Honestly, social media, like she said, she was aware that she'll get backlash, and honestly, the way people have handled, I did not, when I first saw the video, not a lot of people had seen it, and when I woke up yesterday morning and I'm looking at the tier, I'm like, what? Hashtag VISABAE, you lot are actually buoying it. I know it's going to feel like I'm in support of her whole situation, but I'm just trying to see sides with how things could have gone wrong. She could have probably saved up and stuff could have happened in family where she needs to support, or things have gone wrong and maybe the money she's saved, she's had to lend it to the family or something, and probably was hoping that money will come. Just like, there's so many, like, fam, there's so many dimensions as to which this whole situation could have happened. That's just what I'm saying. And yeah, I know people saying as an influencer, like with your following, you should be making money. But that's why there's that saying that says, not all that glitters is gold. Now we can see that honestly, not all that glitters is gold. And I understand like people saying, oh, if they had her amount of following, they'll have so much money. And maybe yes, when it comes to money management, she hasn't done well, or maybe she just doesn't know how to sell herself. Because with like her amount of following, I think she has like 70k following or whatever, or almost that amount. With her amount of following, you would feel like, raw, for all the promotions you're making peas. Like if I had that following, I know I will market myself well. And like some people charge companies even when they send stuff for free. Some people don't know how much like their following is worth, how to market themselves, and they might just take the free things and say, okay, I'll do a video just for the free stuff you send me. While some people take the free stuff and tell you, raw, I know how much you're gonna make off my following, so except for sending me free stuff, you're gonna pay for the video I'm gonna do. And be really deep and consider if you were in her situation. Like the backlash she's getting is a bit mad. Also, people are saying, oh, how she quit her job because it wasn't right for her. Now I'm always of the thinking of never leave a job unless you've got a backup. And I know people are saying, oh, she probably left her job feeling like the money she's making off being a public figure would be enough or something, but obviously it wasn't, because if she needed funds. And in that place, I can get where people are saying like, why would you leave your job just because it's not for you? If you need the money, then you need to stay and grind. But I'm personally working and doing uni at the same time, and I haven't quit my job because I know I need the money. I have goals, I have plans, I need to save for certain stuff. However, it's not easy waking up every morning going to a job that you do not like. I personally know how that feels because I don't wake up happy to go to work at all for like the past month plus. But either ways, I still, obviously I'm different, everyone's different, I still get up and go anyways. I like to live a certain type of lifestyle, therefore to live that lifestyle I need to be able to afford it. But I hate my job. I'm saying it's really hard way. So many times I wanted to quit, just have to remind myself of my plans, what I'm saving for. And it's not a lot, it's not forever. It's just to make some money. Until I have something else, I'm not gonna quit. So maybe like people say, maybe she went wrong there where she's leaving her job just because it's not suitable for her. But at the same time, you don't know what she was going through at work. But I will say definitely, if she was leaving a job because it wasn't suitable, then she shouldn't make sure she has something to fall back on. It is what it is. She's made her mistakes. I feel like at the end of the day, people have given her the money she needed. She needed £2,300. She got, her GoFundMe got like 4-point-something K. She basically got double what she needed. You think when people were funding, they weren't seeing how much of the goal she's met. You think people that still supported of she got 2,300 can't see that raw. She's even past that amount. They still felt like the need to help her. It is what it is. It's happened. I feel like we all need to move on from it and leave it and stop slandering this girl and dragging her. If you're dragging her, did you donate? You didn't donate, so why is it hurting your body? Is it because people didn't donate to your own GoFundMe? Go do a GoFundMe page then. If people feel like they want to donate to you, they'll donate. That's just my view on the whole situation. Obviously, there were places where she could have done better, like probably not leaving a job just because it didn't suit you if you don't have a backup. And maybe the whole thing of like people are saying falsifying your life online, the Louis bags and all of this. But like she didn't always, you guys, I mean, like she always used to post with Gucci and shit. Like I've looked at her feed, a lot of her things are very simple, or things she's sent. Like if she's been sent stuff and knows how to present them properly, that's not her fault. I hear of people who are here illegally, and I hear of stories that people are being deported and sent back. I know people who are struggling like in Africa to come abroad and it's not easy for them. So I do understand how hurtful it is to have the fear of deportation. The fact that she's gotten the money she needs for her visa, I'm happy for her because now she can stay, because being deported isn't nice. Everyone wants a good life. Yesterday I was in the library doing work and this girl sat beside me and we were talking about it and saying now with the money she's made, she can get deported back to Zim and go live a rich life in Zim, blah blah blah. She should go back to Zim, blah blah blah, since she doesn't want to save to stay. You lot are all talking like it's that easy, like you lot don't have family who are probably here illegally. Like at the end of the day, I'm just happy she's gotten the money she needs, because deportation is not nice. Being cut away from your friends, your family that are here, like family, she has a boyfriend who's here. Imagine being deported and you're away from your partner. it's just not a nice experience, and I don't think anyone wants to go through that. So I'm just happy for her that she's gotten the money she needed. However, like I said, I don't know personally, this video isn't to say, oh, I agree with everything, but I can see where like things could have gone bad for her. But at the same time, I do understand what people are saying. I don't agree with everything or dragging her. I just understand, like, people are saying she probably showed a bit of, like, she probably falsified her life, which she probably shouldn't have done, by borrowing certain things to look a certain way, to have a certain image. But nevertheless, everyone makes mistakes, situations happen when people are dragging her for being in debt. A lot of you are in debt. A lot of you are in debt as well because you probably don't have good money management skills either, and you spend your money on rubbish. I laugh when I'm seeing certain people on timeline dragging her about living a false life. Like, you didn't go into your student finance, you went into overdraft to wear Gucci, to wear Balenciaga, to wear Moncler jacket to uni, to wear Canada Goose. You're wearing Gucci trainers, but your socks have holes. Socks is £2 in Primark. Please go and buy yourself good socks. You're wearing Canada Goose jacket, Moncler, but you're smelling, and you don't want to come be dragging people. Please shut up. I don't want to hear it. Fam, social media is a scam. Everyone should know that by now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen Return No's video, then I'm going to put it in my description box so you guys can go and watch the video and understand what's been happening. Because I believe everyone knows. Only if you've been living under a rock, then you don't know what's been happening. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you are all doing good and all doing well. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.